Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Olivia. I have autism, ADHD, OCD, and a variety of mental health diagnoses. Today I'll be talking about masking, kind of what it is, behaviors that it includes, and reasons for masking. Yeah, let's get into the video. So, masking is a social survival technique or strategy to hide autistic traits and appear neurotypical. Autistic people will do it to feel safe, to fit in, to attempt to find a romantic partner, to make friends, and to avoid bullying or being picked on. It's super draining, and it's creates almost a lack of identity and just like a hollow version of yourself that is just basically acting all the time. Masking includes behaviors like forcing eye contact in conversation, imitating smiles or other facial expressions, mimicking gestures, hiding or minimalizing interests. So for me, one of my special interests is anime, but specifically Attack on Titan, and I will either avoid bringing that up in conversation or will pretend I don't like it as much as I actually do to appear like I have a normal level of interest in the topic. Yeah, so just trying to seem like cool, calm, and collected about it and not how crazy I can get. Developing a repertoire of rehearsed responses to questions, having like an answer ready for a variety of questions that you might get asked in any given day. Yeah, it can be any type of question, but just having like an answer always prepared. Scripting conversations. So for me, sometimes before I go into a conversation, for example, I work, and when I go into work every day, I know that I'm gonna have to say hello to people, and so the conversation in my head goes, hey, good morning, how are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm good. And you walk away. If people deviate from that script, it's very stressful. But mapping out and planning conversations ahead of time, pushing through intense sensory discomfort, like loud noises or bright lights, things that are just too much, just suppressing that reaction, and disguising stimming behavior. So for me, I tend to rock, which will look like this, but in public I might do this where it appears less like I'm moving, or bouncing my knee up and down. I'll hide my legs under the table, different things like that. Or another good example is I will, if I'm wearing a hoodie, I will put my hands in my pocket and I will stim in the pocket. And yeah, just different behaviors like that, all to appear like everyone else. Another thing that is masking, for me, is, especially in high school and like growing up in elementary school and stuff, I would take on other people's interests. So I'd be interested in the things that other people were interested in just because that's what the normal people are doing. So I didn't have opinions or interests of my own because I was interested in what other people were interested in to appear normal. And I didn't want to be the only one that had the wrong answer to random things like, what's your favorite color, or what's your favorite movie, or how did you feel about this show, and things like that. And I would answer last and then give the most common answer that I heard. And essentially why people mask is like, it's a trauma response to being an alien, like being extremely different from everyone, and the identity crisis of like, who am I, why am I not normal, having that feeling like an alien and everyone else is a human, and to survive no one can find out that I'm an alien, and kind of forcing yourself to appear human for your own survival. Masking is more common in girls or people who identify as women, because we're more socially aware, and we will want to fit in more and form friendships and seem normal more than people who identify as male. And masking is one of the reasons that autism is not diagnosed as early in girls often. But most of the time, like until I found out that I was autistic, I didn't realize I was masking. I knew that everyone else knew how to be a person and I didn't know how to be a person, and I was learning based off of other people. I knew that, and I knew that I couldn't be my true self, and I had to like form a personality around what seemed normal. And I only recently have gotten to know myself and my own personal interests and things I like and don't like and what makes me happy and all these different things, because I never let myself choose my own interests and things like that, because I didn't want to have an uncommon interest or like something that wasn't popular, and be singled out for it. So, but now I'm like into something that a lot of people seem to think is very weird. Like a lot of people think people who like anime are weird, and nerdy, which like I am nerdy, so that's true. But I've learned to like not care as much, and I don't need to be normal, and being noticeably different is okay. And then now I also I have blue hair, which doesn't have anything to do with autism specifically, but like I would never have done anything to stand out in any way. I went to a uniform school most of my life, and I'm thankful for that, because the stress of even like the non-uniform days of like, what am I gonna wear, and then I'm gonna wear something that like everyone else likes or everyone else thinks is like a normal thing to wear, was really stressful. So having that off my plate was awesome. But yeah, so just wanting to be true to myself now and learning how to unmask and like stimming more and not forcing myself to make eye contact and letting myself like stim happily when I talk about my special interest and get overexcited and squeal and do whatever I do when I'm super happy in front of people who I feel safe around. And it's a pretty small circle of people, but it's just so relaxing to be able to just be me without like thinking about what's my body doing? Am I making the right facial expressions? Am I reacting in the proper way? Someone just made a joke, did I laugh for the proper amount of time? Not having to worry about any of that is like a breath of fresh air. So yeah, so that's just a little bit about masking and what it feels like for me. Also, I do know that there's this little speck and I don't know what it is, but I'm hoping to get a new camera in the next couple months, so that will go away when I get that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.